All right, let's try that again. Apparently need a memory card in the camera. Who would have knew? Anyways, we're back, guys. So this morning, we're going to be doing the rear diff on the old Ram 1500 here. So this is a super easy maintenance item you can do. Here in Ontario, you're looking at about $130 to $150 to change the rear diff fluid. Takes no more than 5 minutes. We could probably do it for, depending on how much your fluid is. You know, I got 2 jugs here, 20 bucks each. You know, you're $40. Save yourself about 100 bucks, which for some guys, 100 bucks isn't all that much. It's a few cases of beer, or you could put it towards some, put it towards a turbocharger, you know. Anyway, so getting into it, it's really simple, like I said. You might want to go do a couple hot laps around the block, get the rear diff warmed up. Yeah, so I have the 355 rear gear. So that's probably the most common lower end, rear end that they offer. If you have like a tow package or something, or a higher end trim, you might end up with like the 392 gears, I think they are. And that may require different fluid. I'll have to, I'll do a bit of research and I'll throw a link down there if you need different fluid. But for me, 355 rear end, if you're not sure what you have in your truck, I don't think it's in your owner's manual. The best thing to do, I found anyways, is just take your VIN number, call the dealership, and give them your rear end number, and then tell them you want to know like what front axle you have, what rear axle, and what transfer case, because it does depend on different just like how you configured your truck, right? Because you can tow more with the higher rear end axles, like 392, like 355. It's not as good for towing. Long and short of it. So, anyways, I got the 355. So that means I need 2.2 liters of fluid for this this service. And I found this old bottle from a couple of years ago of 75 140. I think I've got at least 2 liters in here. Like I was saying earlier, you do need a limited slip different. If you have the limited slip, you'll need the additive. So I still got some from Ram. I'm just going to add it in there. I went out and bought more because I didn't realize I had this. So what I got here is the World Purple full synthetic, and this has friction modifier added in. So you know, if you just want to save yourself some time and probably a little bit of money, you can just pick up these. They're almost a liter each. The truck calls for 2.2, like I said. You're probably never going to get all of it out. Pretty confident 2 of those will do you. They come in the nice convenient little you know, side chute bottles, because if you've never worked on your own, you know, gears and transfer case and things like that, usually the fill plug is, you know, you're never going to be able to get this in with a funnel, right? I mean, it's just, there's no room, obviously. So they come with these little bottles here, which they're super convenient. I've never used these on ours to see if you can get it all the way in. I went out and bought these years ago, HDX, they're Home Depot brand. They're just fluid transfer pumps. You know, they look like basically a sprayer, which they are. You just add your fluid in. These ones have a depressurizing valve, so when you're done pumping, you can depressurize it. And they come with a little clip. But I mean, you could just pinch it off or do whatever if yours doesn't come with this. But I find these are really handy. I went ahead and bought 2 of them because I didn't want to mix the ATF and gear oil. So I bought 2. So one's for the front and rear diffs. The other one's going to be for the ATF, and I'll do the transmission fluid change with the same bottle. So no big deal. So other than that, the only tool you need is 14 millimeter Allen. It's pretty basic, yeah. The fill plug is actually a rubber grommet. You don't have to unscrew it or nothing. I'll bring a screwdriver down with me. I can't remember how I get it off, but you just get in there, you wiggle it, you pull the drain plug off. As long as it's in good condition, not all cracked or whatever, you can just put it right back in. I always have been. Never had an issue there. Torque specs, unfortunately, I don't know. I could call the dealership, I'm sure, and ask them, but I couldn't find torque specs readily available on the internet, so I just give her as tight as you can kind of thing, you know. A little bit of an oomph behind her. But other than that, you'll just need, you know, a set of gloves if you're into it. Gear oil is pretty nasty stuff, especially when it's black and burnt. You know, if you want to stay nice and clean, get yourself your extra medium onesie, and you'll be off to the races. So yeah, let's we'll get a bit of light underneath the truck and let's drain some. Oh, you'll need a pan too, right? All right, guys. So we're back underneath the truck. Hopefully, you guys can see everything okay. Basically, we got our fill plug here and our drain bolt down here. Okay. So what I'll do first is actually open the fill plug, and you want to have your pan ready just in case you got some fluid just sitting there, right? Especially if it's warm, right? It's going to expand. You don't want to make a mess, so have it ready. I got a couple little dribbles, so I know the fluid's kind of right there. So the fill's open so that when I open the drain, air can flow through, and it's going to help with the draining process, just like an oil change, right? So I get that. Trying to get in here. That's a bit tricky. Trying to keep the angle good on the camera. Oh, there she goes. Oh, not too bad. Okay, flip that around. Now you guys probably can't see anything, but pretty basic, right? Got her loose. And there she goes. So fluid's, you know, milky. It's definitely not that bad. Probably don't need to change it, but for the purpose of video, it's got a bit of a nasty smell to it. I changed this probably, oh, I don't know, 50,000 kilometers ago, maybe, somewhere around there. Or I think I did my last big service at about 125 or 120 or something like that. So, you know, look, I don't do a lot of towing, mostly highways, so it's not like it's getting stressed out all that much. So anyways, let that nice drain for, you know, a little while, and we'll come back and get ready to pump. Alright, so we're back up top here. I just thought I'd show you what I got going on. So I got my fluid transfer pump here, 1.9 liters down here, so I'm a little bit over. Calls for 2.2, but like I said, this should be lots. I added some friction modifier. I think I had about half in here, so I just added all half into there. Now I got my lid. Put this on, you thread this back on. And then all you do is you close your relief valve. It just clicks once. Close that up, pump it up a bunch, and she'll come firing out the bottom here. Alrighty? Pretty basic, but thought I'd show you that. So okay, now we're ready to get back underneath and add the fluid. Alright, we're back underneath here. So I still got a little dribble, but my fluid's looking pretty clean, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and reinstall it here. If you're just doing this for the first time, maybe you want to take your time and let it drain, but for me, I'm more than likely just wasting fluid anyhow. But I'm just one of those guys, you know, for the price it takes, just change it. I'm probably going to do it every 100,000 kilometers now. If you're towing a lot, like I said, you might want to change it more frequently. It's just good peace of mind, you know. Mind you, I've never met anyone who's lost a rear diff from, there we go, that's good. Clean that up. Looks like my oil spray's been holding up pretty good. Alright, so got my tube, goes in the hole. I've got my thingamajigger open. I closed the pressure valve. There we go. And I'm ready to pump. Oh, Jesus. Make sure you got your drain pan over your fill hole because it's going to come flying out. Now once you get about 4, 5, 6 pumps going with this stuff, it really flows by itself, so just be wary. See the purple fluid come flying out of here shortly. Okay, so I just kept pumping there, and I got the fluid starting to dribble out. So I killed the pump, released this pressure, and you're ready to put the fill plug back in. Wherever the hell it ended up. There it is. Just give her a good little push. Yeah, there you go. That's all it takes. Save yourself $100. Yeah. Alright, well that pretty well concludes the rear diff video. Just to recap, I'm using these fluid transfer pumps. Because where the tube goes in, I ended up having to add a little bit more. So if you're using these, just, you know, you might want to get 3 of these just to cover your ass. Like, it calls for 2.2 liters. Yeah, I would get 3 of those just in case, and you got some left over for the next time, right? Guys are gonna comment right away. I know they are, and it's fine. I mixed the purple stuff with, you know, the amber stuff. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. They're both full synthetic. This has got the additive added in, so it's got more than enough additive now. I'll let you know how it goes. If I magically lose a rear end, I'll let you know. But I don't anticipate any issues with that. You know, you got to think too, whatever fluid this OEM comes with, it's probably not even full synthetic, let's be honest. Probably comes in a huge giant tub of it, and they just dump it in tens of thousands of trucks. So you are mixing fluids at the end of the day, so I wouldn't be too worried about something like this. Yeah, 3 liters. The fluid transfer pump's real nice, keeps it nice and clean. You can use it for other purposes as well. Yeah, other than that, that's the end of this video. If it helped you out at all, hit the like button for me. If you are doing a bit of truck maintenance yourself on the Ram 1500, ecodiesel or not, consider subscribing. I'm going to be going through the whole length of the truck here. We're just kind of getting the ball rolling with this this video series. Next video, I think I'll just get right onto the front diff and probably do the transfer case. I'll probably wait for another couple weekends and I'll get into that transmission job because that one's a bit new to me. I've never done the transmission oil on these trucks. So yeah, other than that, thanks for watching, and we'll catch up to you. Thanks.